Allah is so great, why didn't he protect Khamenei?
The people you've been learning the Bible from, they've been lying to you.
Because the real biblical ethnic Jews, you know who did Muhammad learn from? He learned from you, black man. You are the biblical ethnic Jews. Your people fled, we fled our homeland after the 70 AD destruction. We ran into Europe, we fled into Africa, and we settled on the West Coast. And throughout Muhammad's life, he learned the best way to put together and gather his people is to follow the culture that God gave you. Right. He took the culture that he learned from us and that he learned from other races of people, and he created his new mystery religion. After he died, his followers compiled what's known as the Quran, and they made Islam special, off of pretending to be the real biblical ethnic Jews. Right. And when you stood on business and refused to serve his new made-up religion that he learned from following how great we are when we serve our God, then he turned into a terrorist. Right. Then he wanted to behead people. Then he wanted to torture people. Then he wanted to castrate people to force you into Islam. And you know what's so ironic? Here we are in Baltimore, a city filled of the real biblical ethnic Jews, and you all gave into this bastard and turned to be Muslims. Right. You turned on our forefathers that he murdered to spread his garbage, child molesting, drug dealing, terrorist spreading religion. And now we Muslims in Baltimore. And the Arab got businesses in our black city after his prophet murdered us to force us to turn into Muslims. You understand? And even more ironic, Karalakam, check this out. He said he learned by pretending to be the Jewish man, and the Jewish white man who is not the real Jew is killing all the Arab leaders. Killed Gaddafi, killed Saddam Hussein, forced Ahmadinejad to step down in Iran, wanted to kill King Assad in Assyria, murdered all the Palestinians, murdered Khamenei in Iran. Islam ain't worth a damn. Right. Murdered Saddam Hussein, murdered Osama bin Laden. When is Allah going to protect Muslims from white men killing them? Islam is garbage. That's right, brother. Islam is garbage. Islam is garbage, brother. Islam is garbage. Islam is garbage. Islam, follow the real God. Muhammad was garbage just like Islam. Muhammad was illiterate. He never studied. He couldn't read. He couldn't write. You know what Muhammad did? He could murder. He could molest little boys and molest little girls and rape men to force them into Islam. That's what Muhammad did. That's the truth. That's the truth. Muhammad is a goddamn terrorist. And if you actually follow Islam, which is Sharia law, you have to be a terrorist too. You ain't about no Allahu Akbar. If Allah is so great, why didn't he protect Khamenei? Why is Khamenei dead if Allah is so great? Why is Saddam Hussein dead? Yeah, Saddam Hussein thought the same thing, and he's dead. Khamenei is dead, worshiping Allah. Dead. Muammar Gaddafi is dead, praying to Allah. When is Allah going to protect Arab leaders? Why didn't Allah protect the Iraqis from the white man bombing them for 20 years? Protect the Afghans from the Marines and the Army and the Air Force and the Navy. Where is Allah to help us? Allah is not real. It's a goddamn rock in the middle of Saudi Arabia. Muhammad made that up. It's all a bunch of damn lies and fairy tales. The only thing real about Muhammad is that you didn't join Islam, he would kill you. That's a terrorist. Garbage religion, man. You the real Jew. Nothing special about an Arab. You special. Arabs don't make the music, you do. They don't invent the cell phone, you do. They don't invent internet, you do. They don't make the refrigerator, the stove, the freezer, the security camera, the video games. All that come from you, black man. You the salt of the earth. You the form of all things. You the original man, not the Arabs, man. Islam is beneath us. It's beneath you. This brother telling us the story of Muhammad's life. How many of y'all know about the life of the Prophet Muhammad? Everybody think he's a prophet. Muhammad was not a prophet. Muhammad did not even read or write or study the Bible or anything himself. He couldn't read. He was an F student, a dropout, a flunky, a camel jockey. Nothing special about Muhammad. You are special to God. You understand?
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one